I am Keith Andre Morada from Grade 7 Joel, under the guidance of our statistics teacher, Sir Arnel Legaspi. A pleasant day to all. And today, I will be demonstrating on how to calculate for the measures of variability or the standard deviations and variances on a scientific calculator. I will be using the Casio FX82 ES Plus 2nd edition scientific calculator. So without further ado, let us begin. To calculate for the measures of variability, we first turn on our calculator and press Mode Setup. Then press 2, then press 1. We are introduced with a table. If your table has a frequency column, like the one shown here, we press Shift, then Mode Setup, then the down button, then press 3, and we are asked if frequency is on or off. For the ungrouped data, we press 2. Now we have one column only. We fill in the table with our data by entering each number, then press equals. I will be inputting the data from set UB. 13 equals, 54 equals, 38 equals, 27 equals, 26 equals, 13 equals, 54 equals, 38 equals, 27 equals, and 26 equals. Once you're done with the data, press AC. To find the mean, press Shift, then 1, press 4, press 2, or the X bar symbol, then equals. We get 31.6 as the mean. To find the population standard deviation or PSD, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then press 3 or the OX symbol, then equals. We have 13.72005831 or 13.72. To get the population variance or PV, repeat the same steps to get the PSD. But before we press equals, press the X squared button, then equals. We have 188.24. To get the population coefficient of variation or PCOV, get the PSD again, then divide it with the mean, then multiply it with 100. We have 43.41790604 or 43.42%. To get our sample standard deviation or SSD, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then SX symbol or 4, and we have 14.4622113 or 14.46. To get the sample variance or SV, repeat the same steps for calculating the SSD and raise it to the second power. We have 209.1555556 or 209.16. To get the sample coefficient of variation or SCOV, we repeat the same steps to get the SSD, then divide it with the mean, then multiplied by 100, and we have 45.76649144 or 45.77%. Now we calculate for the measures of variability. For this group dataset, I chose set GB. Press Mode Setup, press 2, then press 1. If your calculator does not show a frequency column, press Shift, then Mode Setup, press down button, then 3. For the group data, we will turn on the frequency. Press 1. Now, we input all of the midpoints of the class intervals. Midpoint of 30 to 32 is 31 equals, then 28 equals, 25 equals, 22 equals, 19 equals. Input all the frequencies too. Access this column by pressing the right button. Frequencies are 3 equals, 13 equals, 8 equals, 3 equals, 3 equals. Once you're done with all the data, press AC. To get the mean for this set, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then X bar symbol or 2, press equals, and we get 26 as our mean. To get the population standard deviation or PSD, press Shift, then 1, then 4, press OX symbol or 3, then equals. We have 3.31662479 or 3.32 is our PSD. To get our population variance or PV, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then OX or 3, then press X squared, then press equals. We have 11 as our PV.
To get the population coefficient of variation or PCOV, press Shift, then 1, 4, then 3, then divided by the mean, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then 2, multiplied by 100. We get 12.7562419, or 12.76% as our PCOV. To get our sample standard deviation or SSD, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then SX symbol or 4, then equals. We have 3.373323338, or 3.37 as our SSD. To get our sample variance or SV, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then 4, then X squared, then equals, and we have 11.3793134, or 11.38 as our SV. To get our sample coefficient of variation or SCOV, press Shift, then 1, then 4, then 4, then divide this by the mean. Then multiply by 100 to get 12.9743253, or 12.97% as our SCOV.
Therefore, my conclusion is set GB is closer to the mean. Set UB is more heterogeneous than set GB using the PSD. Set UB has a larger variation from the mean using the PCOV. And lastly, set GB has a smaller variation from the mean using the SCOV. That's it for this demonstration. I hope you've learned something new. Thank you and see you again next time.